Welcome, History 217, Nevada History. Mr. Beals' Story Time, Summer 2024 class. Today we're going to read a story from It Happened in Nevada by Elizabeth Gibson. This one is Labor Troubles at Ely, 1903. Labor Troubles at Ely, 1903. Trouble was brewing at the Martin Mine at Ely. Miners and mill workers felt that they should be paid a better wage. The Martin Mine only paid $3 a day, while other mines in the district paid $3.50 per day. The Martin Mine employees wanted at least the same amount that the other miners were making. The workers, led by union leader William Lloyd, decided to strike. The mine's manager, John Traylor, quickly wrote a letter to the mine's owner, Mulford Martin, who lived in New York. Traylor advised him to pay the workers what they wanted so they could get the mine up and running again. He asked the miners to wait until he received a response from Martin. But after just a short time, the men got impatient. They went to Traylor and told him to either meet their demands or leave town. Traylor felt threatened, so he visited Judge Walker, the company's attorney. Traylor and Walker arranged to meet Lloyd that afternoon. Traylor wanted to show him the copies of the letter he had sent, hoping this would pacify the miners. But neither Lloyd nor any other union representative showed up. Traylor was disappointed. Later that afternoon, Traylor was visiting a store when some miners came in demanding to know what he was going to do to restart the company. Traylor replied back that he'd done all he could and that he was waiting to hear from Martin. It wasn't enough. The miners demanded that Traylor start up the company or get out of town within 48 hours. Traylor did not let himself be intimidated. He and his family stayed in Ely, but the miners made it clear he wasn't welcome. They left an imitation coffin on his doorstep. They broke into his office and broke all the windows. During the day, mill machinery mysteriously broke down. One day there was an unexplained explosion. When the 48 hours was up in January 1903, 75 union men showed up at Traylor's house at 3 o'clock in the morning, warning him to get out of town in the next 12 hours. He refused. The miners hired 2 rigs from the Ely livery stable, and about 24 of them waited in a canyon that Traylor usually passed through on his way to the mines. They planned to ambush Traylor as he rode through. What they didn't know was that Sheriff Bassett had assigned a deputy to Traylor for protection. As Traylor and the deputy rode up the canyon toward the mine, the miners stopped them. They grabbed the reins of Traylor's horse, but immediately let go when threatened by the deputy. Lloyd promised that he would deal with Traylor later. Traylor and the deputy continued on to the mine office. When Traylor and the deputy arrived, at least 60 men, including Lloyd, had gathered at the mill office. The deputy suggested to Traylor that they leave through the back door. Traylor wavered, afraid that the men might damage company property. The deputy decided the odds were too great against him, so he abandoned Traylor to his fate. However, he did leave his weapon for Traylor's use. Traylor loaded his gun and stashed it in one coat pocket and placed the deputy's gun in the other. A few minutes later, 5 miners entered the mine office. They demanded to know when the mine was going to start operating again. Traylor repeated what he had told them before. At the direction of Lloyd, who was waiting outside, 2 of the miners tried to grab Traylor. Traylor shot them both. Then 3 other men rushed in, and Traylor killed one of them and wounded the 2 others. The men killed were John Smith, Shamrock Johnson, and Jim Skaggs. Jim Barry later died from his wounds. Max Lambert was sent to a San Francisco hospital, where he recovered. Traylor escaped out the back door, He quickly hitched up his wagon and headed out at a gallop toward Ely. He started to follow his usual route, but noticed that several armed men were waiting at the canyon. So he quickly turned the wagon around and started up the other side of the canyon. 5 miles later, he met 2 prospectors and paid them to give this information to the mob. He finally reached Ely after a long detour through a mountain. The sheriff of Ely escorted Traylor to the jail by hiding him in a covered wagon. He posted guards on several roofs to shoot at any troublemakers. The miners couldn't get close to Traylor, so they filled up beer kegs with dynamite to roll down to the jail. Meanwhile, a rancher named McGill furnished fast horses for the sheriff and Traylor to get out of town. The 2 men escaped into the night, riding 140 miles to Cherry Creek. In a grand jury investigation into the shootings at the mine office, Traylor submitted the letters he had written to Martin as evidence he'd been trying to work with the miners. One of the miners testified that the 2 rigs had been hired to kidnap Traylor and take him to Wells. The grand jury decided Traylor acted in self-defense and dropped all charges against him. Lloyd was indicted on a charge of attempted kidnapping. He was released on bail provided by his brother-in-law. But Lloyd did not appear for his hearing, so his bail was forfeit. The entire incident was a black eye on the face of the miners' union. It was some time before it achieved its former recognition. So there you go. It's a mine story. Good night.